Hi. So, this is how to put your portfolio together, the practical lesson, okay? Um, I'll do my best to teach this way, and if you have questions or if I'm not doing a good job, please let me know and I will revise this video. This is actually my second try at it. All right, so you go here to find the work. We're in iLearn. You go down to the portfolio and you open up that assignment. And what we're looking for is here the e-portfolio. This link will take you to the description of the whole assignment and the details on how to do the final reflection essay. I'm already working with a student who's completed the narrative and they've completed the final reflection essay. They just need to choose one of these two. And so we're going to show you how to put it together up to that point. You open up the e-portfolio and then, just like any of the other Google Docs or slides or anything that I share with you, it's going to say for you, view only. For me, it's editing because I created this, but for you, it'll probably say view only. And so you're going to need to go to File and then go down here to make a copy, right, of the entire presentation. Now, when you make this copy, again, you want to put your name. I'm actually doing this for a student who has given me permission to use her work as an example because she turned it in first, earliest. Awesome. Um, and so now this is the last step that we can keep this portfolio and it's evidence that you have learned in this course, right? So it's evidence if they do an audit someday and they want to know why we gave you this credit. Did we just give you an easy credit? Then we can say, no, in fact, you earned it. So first thing you do is change your name on this slide. You can add a motivational quote here. You can look it up on the internet or just a saying that you like, any words that you like that you live by. Again, an about me statement, maybe just an I am statement. Describe yourself any way you want. And add a picture of yourself because I want to see you. I haven't even seen most of your faces. And then we do a goal, right? Which is you can either think back to what your goals were at the beginning of this course when you first started it, or you can think ahead because this isn't your last English course in high school. English A comes before English B and C. And until you've finished all three of those course sequences, which depending on how many credits you have, are more or less courses, um, anyway, in English A, you still have a few more classes to take before you finish. So make goals around that. What would you still like to learn in terms of reading, writing, speaking, and listening? And then that's a table of contents. And here we have down your first piece, which is your personal narrative. All right. So this student sent me a first draft. Nicely, I've got the prompt right here. So I'm just going to take that and use Command C to move it over here. Now I put Command V and I replace the words with these words. That's the way I want it to look. And now this says to put a screenshot of the first draft with revision notes. All right, so this is my first draft with revision notes. See, these are the notes. And I'm going to take a screenshot of this page by simply going Command Shift 3. You usually hear a camera click and even see a little picture fly off. And then we'll take that screenshot and put it here by going Insert Image, Upload from Computer. Right? Because again, the personal narrative project was mostly about your completing the writing process, not as much about how good the final product was. So to that end, we want to see what your process looks like. And so we want a screenshot of that. All right, so I open that screenshot. Notice there's a picture of my face looking weird. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to crop that right out along with all this other stuff because I don't need any of that image. But I do want to keep the notes because that's part of what I'm showing, right? Then I just move this picture, make it whatever size it needs to be to fit there nicely, and I have finished that page. I can move on to my next page. Right? And so the next page is room for another draft. If you have yet another draft with editing notes, which I do because I just gave them to this student. So this is the essay again, this time with editing notes. You'll notice we want to change things like the word describe. And you'll see when you get my editing notes that they're green and that in order to keep them. All you have to do is click this, right? So if you accept my suggestion and you like that I put the title there, then you just click that and then it stays there. If you like that I put it in bold, you just click there and it stays there, right? Now I wrote, feel free to come up with a clever title. If you don't want to have a clever title, call it narrative essay. This is an edited draft. This is one with editing notes. So I'm going to take a picture of that, screenshot of that, sharing this with the student. When they get it back, they'll do the final draft, right? Again, I put the screenshot here. I can get rid of this box entirely. I don't need it. And I can insert from image, upload from computer, and then go to my recents, find the screenshot, put it there. Again, I'm going to have to crop it because I don't want all this other stuff in the picture. I just want the essay. I want evidence of the work I've done and evidence that I got feedback and went through the writing process. That's what I'm proving with this. All right. So that's your first step. I'll show you the next part with hyperlinking in a few minutes.